Joe's in Omaha, Nebraska. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show, Joe.
How you doing, Dave?
Better than I deserve. How can I help?
Well, here's the deal. My wife and I are just truly blessed. I mean, we're totally debt-free, which is awesome. But we've got 4 boys that are kind of getting close to entering the real world. And all they ever have known is basically kind of what we've taught them in terms of, steering clear of debt and making sure you're conscious with the spending. My question is, as they enter real world, what would you recommend in terms of the appropriate book for them to read or literature to kind of reinforce what they've known in our household, but it's just not, Dad telling them what to do?
How old are they?
Well, I've got 2 that are in college and 2 that are in high school, so they're kind of getting close to, like I said, entering the real world.
I used to pay our kids $50 for a book report on books I wanted them to read. And that, doesn't have to be a big, long, complicated book report. The only purpose of the book report is to make sure that it was accountability that they actually read it. And they actually retained some of what it said. And so I have a lot of favorite books that I wanted our kids to ingest before, as tools for their adulthood. And so I used to do that a lot. You can do that. I mean, you could take the Total Money Makeover. It's fine. It sets them up to do everything. If they're young adults, Total Money Makeover will work just fine for that. If you wanted to kick it up a notch and go on steroids, you could pay them to go through Financial Peace University.
Got it.
And it's a touch more expensive, but that's not the problem. You'd pay the $100. That's not the issue. The issue is getting them to do it because it's 9 weeks long. And, they're going to go 1 class a week for 9 weeks. If you can get them to do that, you pretty much send them to financial boot camp before you put them into the military. You set them up to win. And a lot of parents do that stuff. A lot of parents take their teens with them to Financial Peace University as they're going through it, so that their teens learn it. I've talked to a lot of people who say, I'm 25, and when I was 16, my mother drugged me to this stupid class you have, and that's why we have the high school curriculum, and now 46% of the high schools, those kinds of things. So, but that's kind of taking it up a notch. If you wanted to do that, you could do that. The Total Money Makeover, though, will do everything they need to do in terms of if they get it. The trick is, are they ready to actually get it, or are they just going to, kind of a wink and a nod towards Dad and move on? And sometimes that's what we all do at that age.